devs do something, every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot.
Where we are in life is not always where we want to be. What we choose to have is never what we really need. Our great minds think twice but can never decide what to do, where to go.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the early stream. Figured I'd go live. My trainer had to cancel. He had something to do with the DMV. And then we had some price action, right? Some fall through today on Bitcoin where it didn't really look great, right? We discussed the psychology of the buyers and sellers, where the buyers were unable to even go test 99,000 again from the 10th to the 14th, when they had been able to do it from the 5th to the 7th. Lack of demand, as we had always really been able to test those levels. Not this time, and now going for one of the lowest daily candle closes of the year. Now we have 4 hours 23 minutes, so we could get a big pump, shorts cover, end of day, like, you know, you're already up off the lows. Look, we're about to be back at 94K, but we had a low of 93,367. So again, yeah, anything happens, but I'm just saying, like, if all stayed the same or equal with 4 hours 22 minutes to go, we'd be going for the lowest daily candle close since January 9th. So that's not really good, right? That's like 6 week lows. And that would be amongst one of your lowest closes seen, you know, of this range we've been in, you know, November 26th, December 30th, and then January 9th. It would be rivaling those levels. But we still have not yet seen the bottom of this range, which you'd think, right? We talked about this is Osgiliath up here. Minas Morgul would probably be 100K, and then this would be Minas Tirith, right? So this is where the big battle would be, you know, whether the buyers come in, defend, or the sellers completely take over, and we mark down substantially. Do you think that'd be the battle? That'd be the battleground, okay? 200 moving average has not been tested yet. Yeah, the 200-day simple moving average is 80K. I mean, it's February. Look at that. Sorry. I mean, we're in February, and we are, I mean, how many percentage points off of that 200 still? You're still like 14.5% away, and we have not even seen that 200 moving average since it was broken October 14th. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not really that concerned about it. I'm more concerned about horizontal line support resistance. But, yeah, it is there. And when you have moves up, right, when you get so separated from the 200, eventually you maybe go sideways long enough to where the 200 catches up with the price, like we saw in July last year, right? I mean, you even get it here where, like, okay, they recaptured it, and then you were just separated, and eventually you caught the 200 caught up with the price going sideways for so long. So, yeah, it'll happen. I mean, on every run, it's always happened, right? I mean, look at this. Back in 2020, they recapture it April 2020, and we don't even test it again until we crashing in May of 2021. So, many months later. So, yeah, it tends to happen, but I'm not even, you just brought it up, so I was just, okay, yeah, it's there, sure, okay, cool. I mean, here is your just vanilla look at Bitcoin, where it's just a range, fine, you're nearing the bottom of the range, you would think a little bit lower, not much more. I mean, come on, dude, just like 2% to go till the bottom of the range is going to be tested. I think that's nothing wrong with that. And at that point, that's where the battle begins. That's where, yeah, the Nazgul will come out. The people, the horse riders of Rohirrim, they come out. I mean, yeah, full stop, all in battle. But until then, we're just still waiting. And as we're waiting, we're watching altcoins get dumped on pretty hard. Not like they're not making lower lows than the lows we saw on the 3rd yet, but they're getting closer, just like Bitcoin's getting closer to that same test. Some faring better than others. Solana got completely wrecked. That's okay. Oh, and then the other Bitcoin. Look, the next one we looked at yesterday. Here it is. I mean, it's the Wyckofian structure, the schematic that is still very much valid, right? Is that there are thresholds that would invalidate this, and there are thresholds that would completely confirm this. Confirmation would be resounding close below 90,750, and complete invalidation of this, I believe, would be the buyers taking the price above 103, 103.7. So until then, it's valid, and that's okay. So again, marking down here. As you can see on the 4 hour, I mean, 18 minutes to go. If all stayed the same or lower, which it could rally again, right? Okay, well, they're going to rally it. We're going to pump and dump all over the place. But let's just say it closed right now where it is. It would be the lowest 4 hour candle close since January 13th. It'd be taking out the 4 hour candle close we got February 2nd on that crazy crash. It was a certain crash on altcoins. It was a big dump on Bitcoin. But you're that close. But again, right, you're 94K right now. Just continuing this chop, the slightly down sloping chop, right? We know we're in a short-term downtrend. Long-term uptrend, right? Very long-term uptrend. Mid-term, no trend. Short-term downtrend. Consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Stems back January 21st.
Had the age of the orc begun?
What's up, Eric? We don't know yet, right? The battle must be held. There are things that are set in place that cannot be undone, Eric. Okay? I'm in the chat for Middle Earth references always, right? It's my favorite. All right. So that's your Bitcoin update. Not too much to give you outside of a 2% drawdown. All right. Okay. Bitcoin dominance had a spike. Going for a bullish engulfing candle. 61.23%. The multi-year uptrend still very much intact. I mean, you're at the target area, but the target area, there's no asks. And this thing's just getting poised to break 61.68%. You do that, you just could imagine the target is legit 68 to 70%. It will be very bad for altcoins no matter what. I would think we're going to 70% Wyckoff distribution plays out. Okay? Most likely. Yeah, you would think like, okay, if Wyckoff distribution turns into some sort of fake out and we're going to pump way higher, how is Bitcoin going to, begin a new short-term uptrend and underperform altcoins? That's not how it normally works. Normally how it works is Bitcoin pivots, runs, goes crazy, and then altcoins follow later. Maybe. It's not even insured or guaranteed. So, yeah, I don't think we want to see Bitcoin dominance break 61.68, which I think is very possible. Like, it's very, very possible. And yeah, you would just imagine an altcoin winter. Yeah, altcoin winter, not this altcoin season. Hey man, I've got 100K views. I'm talking, yeah, it's going to be real good in February for altcoins. Okay, bro. You tell people what they want to hear. Send them to the slaughterhouse. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, there are some 88% retraces. There are M shapes that have completed, but they haven't really given us any form of confirmation that they're real yet. I don't even think you've had valid reactions yet. So anyway, yeah, working on engulfing, going for the highest daily close since February 11th, no big deal, but just more so, man, getting closer to a big threshold, a big breakout level where it is straight up 68, 70% historically. All right.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
I'm sorry. Let's go further into crypto, Maxine. We're not scared of you, Elon Musk. We're not scared of you. You are. You're very scared. Here's your Ethereum. Working on a bearish engulfing candle. Down 4.22%. Sideways, right? Been chopping around since the 4th. But it is real that since Eric Trump tweeted, "Buy Ethereum, thank me later," Ethereum is certainly down 9% plus since that tweet. So he's, who's going to thank him yet? No one's going to thank him now. Well, he deleted that part of the tweet. He deleted the thank me later part. So I don't know, right, ever, but like I do think it would be nice to see a $2,386 back test and see what happens. And if we don't get anything positive, break it and go to 2,100 again. But I think it's still just kind of wait and see right here. Yeah, you got to have, when you M shape's complete, you need confirmation, and you don't have that yet. So, well. Okay, so that's your update here. Nothing really. I mean, it outperformed yesterday, right? It got a size 28.55 when Bitcoin was selling off. So, okay. But yeah, not today. It's down. But there you go. See, Bitcoin 94.1. It's just more of this. It's more of the chop, the short-term downtrend. They're not going to, it doesn't look like they're going to rug it. So, all right. Let's look at XRP that, as we discussed yesterday, despite anything, it could just pump to $5 now. But I'm sorry, when you are breaking below 272, it is potentially setting up for a max downside, because we know the bottom of the range is 190, 196. All right, top of the range, bottom of the range. You up thrusted through it, and you started rolling over, and then today you're down 5.44%. You were down over 6% of the lows, 247. So, not a really good spot to be trying to take longs. It's just not. Even if it was to pump higher, that's good for the long-term holder, I guess. But for someone trying to strategize with a strategic, that strategic stop loss, good risk management, max upside potential, this is just not the area. And that's okay. All right. Yeah, below 265, 272, you run the risk of seeing at least 228, but quite possibly 190, 196. Call me when we break 272, 290, and then you got to break like 314, 330s. There's a lot of stuff you have to do to get really confident again on XRP short term. Like you have to break all these levels that you're below right now. Okay, and then Solana, which was down way more. This will happen when Bitcoin rallies off its lows. Solana hit its lowest price again today since November 5th. So how crazy is that, to think about on Solana?
I reported some guy on Insta scamming people claiming to be you messaging me lol. Thanks for the awesome TA. My friends and I refer to you as TA God.
Polyprofit, thanks for the 5 and the nomenclature, but I wouldn't say so, man. I would just say I'm a redneck from Alabama that likes charts, man. And all I did was invest in myself. And I played football my whole life, from 4th grade through college, and lost a lot of brain cells. So I'm probably handicapped. So it's like, hey, man, if you didn't do that, you probably got a leg up on me. So thank you, man, for the contribution and kind words. But I think you would be pretty, sad to see an asset that, hey, Trump gets elected, pump this S. 59% in 17 days. And then after that 59% in 17 days, it loses 50% of its value in 28 days. And then from there, it proceeds to run up 68% in 30 days. And then from there, ends up rugging 82%. Do you hear me, chat? Solana has lost 82% of its value in 30 days. So, wow, I mean, awful. If you were above 200, you could say, all right, maybe 260, but Bitcoin showing maybe Wyckoff distribution, it's kind of not a great environment. If they break 190, you have to flip bearish. You just have to, due to history. So, yeah, you're below 188, 190, you have to be bearish. Shorter term targets, pretty much what it almost hit. It didn't really hit it. I mean, like the top end of it maybe, but what, the level would be like 158, 159, the swing high from April 24th of last year. You can see August 10th, August 27th, as you can see, September 29th, support, and November 4th for the election, right? That'd be your midpoint, but the hard target, probably 130. Yeah. But yeah, Instagram, dude, a lot of scammers. There's nothing you can do about it. We get them banned all the time. They just create a new account. They buy followers and all that. They copy all my pictures, and then they're at it again. It never stops. It's an eternal battle. It's on every front, too. Scammers come in my Discord. Scammers are on Instagram, on X. Not as much on X, thankfully. And then They're definitely in the YouTube comments when this YouTube stream becomes a VOD, a video on demand. The scammers come out and they're posting their bot stuff, and it's work. I have to delete everything manually the way YouTube is, and I have to hide people, but it doesn't matter. People just generate new accounts with bots over in India. So yeah, so very bad on Solana. It is down 36% in less than 3 days, I believe. I'm sorry, not 36. What am I thinking? 17%, 18% in less than 3 days. I was thinking about something else. Broke the 200-day simple moving average cleanly yesterday. Follow through immediately today. All right, down about 7%. Goes in the chat. Okay, B&B. So you had a nice recovery, the nicest of all the recoveries, but in the end, we discussed, right, you still ended up making a lower high than the previous discernible highs. And you rejected 691.80, the 2021 old all-time high cycle top. So just short-term downtrend continues, right? Or lower highs, lower lows, lowest low, lowest high. Now but the thing is with this one, you have a bunch of different levels that could be candidates for support, and they're attempting to test one now, which is 638. They're trying to hold it. It'll probably hold if assuming Bitcoin's going to hang on here. 6 minutes to the 4-hour close. Looks like they're going to close it probably above that February 2nd close. It's very close. Very, very close right now. But yeah, I mean, there's no formal confirmation, so there's nothing you can really do here. You would probably want a $500 retest. No one wants to hear it. No one cares, but $500 retest would be pretty amazing. You got to wonder where Bitcoin is at that point if that occurs. Yeah, right. Intel going crazy. That's right. Yeah, we're looking at a somber market, right? We're starting off crypto. I know it's like depressing. It's like, oh God, why are we looking at crypto? It's so bad, man. Like it is. It is bad. It is.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
But yeah, like you can see the thumbnail, it's a split screen, a bunch of red sadness in crypto. It's just like that, right? So like look at Cardano, man. Anything good about Cardano? No, it's like Dogecoin. It's like get ready for a 64-cent retest, the 200 moving average test again. If they don't hold that, and you're coming on down to 50 cents, 46 cents. I mean, I don't really like Cardano until 40 cents. But people are like, that's crazy as F. But that was at 90 cents too, saying that. It's like incomplete M shape. Like the fact that they weren't able to hold on to this level, your argument for any sort of long is gone. Your argument to not own the asset is extremely valid below 89.5 cents. That's the line in the sand. All the assets are going to have lines in the sand where you have an argument to no longer own the asset. But if it's above the level, you have somewhat of an argument to maybe own the asset. But like, yeah, that was it here. It was like, hey, if you owned Cardano, you better have a stop at like 88 cents or something, because look what happened and look what's still happening. You're just hitting the heart line of this downtrend. And I mean, a big old bearish engulfing candle, pretty strong here, down over 7%. Yeah, gonna go at least retest 65 cents, you'd think, soon. Yeah, Litecoin is quite an anomaly currently, but the anomalies tend to catch up, especially if things get bad. Like if Bitcoin's gonna break 90K and go lower, dude, I'm telling you, Litecoin will find a way to lose so much value to catch up to all the others.
WPLS. Die please, thank you Mitch.
Ugh, you want to see wrap pulse chain? It was okay. I don't think my alert ever went off again. Yeah, because that's why. Because it looked good, and then I tweeted like since Trump created his own scam coin, owning crypto is like setting your money on fire. And I had a bunch of hex trolls, pulse trolls, be like, "Yeah, right, dude," and they're posting like 30% up, and it's like, what now? Like, okay, where are your screenshots of your up now? Because now it's just like all the other losers. It's a failed breakout attempt and weakness, and you're probably heading down to 3,300, 3,700, and that's okay. Like, right, that's like an M shape, type 2 return, attempt and failure, and that's weakness. That's a lot of weakness. Like at this point, you're going for your lowest daily candle close legitimately since October 26th. We're talking in 4 hours and 2 minutes. Wrapped pulse chain will be at this price or lower. Will be closing at its lowest level 2025 and the lowest level in 3.5 plus months. Okay, that's not a good thing. That's not good. Yeah, when you get that, that's very, very bad. It's like, wow, the whole structure failed. Now you're back at the bottom, pretty much about to invalidate it, and then you'd be heading back down. And then you have a target area, 33 to 3,700, okay? And that'd be, that's fine too, whatever. It comes down, and it's its own M shape, but the next point here, right? Anyway, yeah, I think you, pulse chain from this point with this performance, I think you still have a good 13 to 23% downside from here, okay? Below the 200 moving average. That was your chance, right? Look, man, these structures develop, buyers have their opportunity, and we've witnessed that the buyers tried and they failed really bad. The failure was
idiomatic.
Or let's just say that, no, wait, that's the wrong word. What the, sorry. The longs, right?
Ideolated.
They were ideolated, okay? They had lost their vigor or substance. They were feeble in their attempt to break a major resistance, and now you're back here. Send it down 13 to 23%, okay? And hopefully they hold that. Anyway, thanks for the contribution, dude. All right, 100% crowdsourced stream, whatever. Let me just pull a rug pull. Like every day, there's just some influencer rug pulling his viewers for 200 grand. It's just like, okay. I should pull a rug. All right, anyway, before we're interrupted there, pleasantly interrupted with contribution. Yeah, you just got to look at stuff like Lind that had been killing it for so long, and then the distribution evidence came to pass with lower highs. And then, you know, the bearish engulfing candle today, you would think that there is an easy downside target, again, 21 to 24% downside on Lind to go test 186, 194. There it is, chat. That we just got a 4-hour candle close. It was indeed confirmed to be your lowest 4-hour candle close since January 13th. So over 1 month lows on the 4-hour close. Did you knows?
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
There's bears out here.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
That's right. That's right, chat. Guess what?
It's time for Power Hour.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Yeah, last 60 minutes of trading on Wall Street for the closing bell. Algorand, we discussed this yesterday. It was terrible. It was the one that didn't even look like the others, or at least they completed M shapes. This one has so much more downside potential. I would be waiting for 16.69 cents, and that's it. I wouldn't touch this crap till we got there. And we're all well on the way, already down 7% from what we thought would be 40% downside. Well, now all we have is 33%. All we have is
32.33 repeating, of course.
Percentage downside potential until anything makes sense to even look at this asset for a valid long again. We would wait, okay? Algorand, sorry to break the news to you, chat. It's Algorand. It's a joke. Boom, a utility, but none of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this crap does. It's breaking 27, 28 cents. History tells you exactly what happens when you break that level for real. You go straight down to 16.69 cents. Straight down to 16.6, straight down to 16.69 cents. Hey, we get there, we go straight back up 27 cents. But that's it. What's up, R Lake? Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. So waiting for way lower prices on Algorand, going for its lowest daily candle close since November 21st. Catching a theme here. Lowest closes and months. Yeah. How about Atom? We were going to Cosmos. We were going to take over the world, right? We were going to bearishly engulf today. And really, I don't see like any argument yet, quite yet, for a long. I think a lot of these alts are going to go test their wick lows at this one's 366, so it's down 6.69%. I think you still have to go test that wick low, another 18.6% downside. You're probably going to go do it, man. Probably going to do it, man. And it's more of the same across the market, right? I mean, all these, they got M shapes, man. We were going to do it. We were going to Ethereum Classic. Well, there are no bids at the 886. So I think the wick lows will be tested, most likely $17. And what's the downside potential? That's like freaking 13% downside. You just better. I've just kind of been like, what can we do on alts? Like nothing. We haven't been able to do anything on alts for a long time now. Even with these M shapes completing, they're still not giving any evidence that they're bottoming yet. You just got to worry about that Wyckoff distribution. Like, what happens to them if Bitcoin buyers, when we do see the battle for Middle Earth at 90, 92K, I mean, if the orcs and Sauron win, like, where are these altcoins? Where are the altcoins when we get to this level? They're gonna probably be testing their freaking wick lows. All right. I mean, you know, total market cap. Remember we talked about yesterday. I don't know why we wouldn't go down to retest, and here we are. Bruh. The next stream, hours later, right? Not even a day later. 2.5%, and we're there. You know, we're down 2.8% today. Just testing the bottom of this range again. Once again,
etiolated.
Price action. What was that? The buyers defended the level and a rally ensued, and nothing burger. Such a lack of demand that the sellers already taken back over and pushed the price right back to the bottom. That's not good, man. It's not what you really want to see. We could be going, below this 3.04. You could be going back to 2.89 trillion, 2.9 trillion. Dang. What's going on? It's just bad. But hey, this is what happens, man. You get to tops. Hawk Tua girl started. She was the first top. Trump coin was the second top. Now you got Eric Trump tweeting about Ethereum. Yeah, you got every other influencer starting their own scam coin. You got BitBoy having the craziest meltdown in the history of YouTube, possibly. I mean, you've got serious top stuff going on, Can we please get some relief? No relief. Oh yeah, then the Libra. Okay, a whole freaking country rug pulled. Milei and all them, they rug pulled Argentina. I mean, these are not bottom signals, chat. It's not. This is not stuff that happens at bottoms. I swear to God, it just doesn't. These things don't happen. Hawk Tua girl doesn't show up at bottoms. Trump doesn't show up at bottoms. Milei doesn't show up at bottoms. Adam 22 does not show up at bottoms. Okay. But dude, that's toxic, man. Stop being toxic, bro. All right, so we could switch gears if you want to a less somber picture. And here it is. What happened? Pretty much, I don't know if we actually did it by the dollar, maybe by a dollar. Oh God, it's so tough to see. Hold on. So yeah, all-time high on Friday, 610.99. Oh, by 1 cent, chat. All-time highs today. So Jesus chimes for the S&P 500 by 1 penny. But no promising price action. They broke the resistance on Thursday. Friday held above the new all-time high today, trying to hold that same resistance as support again, and that's about it. This could easily fail. This could easily end up being a type 2 return of this bearish deep crab. But we're just sitting steady and monitoring it. It's not a good level to be taking fresh longs, but it could just still keep going, man. Sure, yeah, just money print or go burr. No strategy needed. Just buy at tops, man. Buy at extreme all-time highs, 1618s all day. Sure. Nothing giving me solace yet. Okay. Dow Jones. Remember it had been at, still at that price reversal zone of a bear shark, an 88% retrace, 100% retrace, but you can still see it's not really going anywhere. It could be pausing for higher prices, or it could be setting up to draw down. So again, these are just not great levels. If you're like looking to take a fresh long, it's just not. I don't care if it goes up higher next. Do you want to buy with the perception of value via technicals, or you just want to buy high? I mean, because you remember, you're buying on the second attempt from buyers to make all-time highs, the second major attempt, and they so far have not succeeded, not yet. So therefore, you always run the risk of it being a confirmation high, where that means max downside potential in those situations. So nothing to do but just wait and see. I mean, you can try to take long, but again, play the numbers game, taking longs at pattern completion zones of bear shark patterns, and come back to me after 1,000 trades. You might not be able to. You'll be on McDonald's Wi-Fi. NASDAQ composite. Well, they attempted to break the supply line, did they not? They attempted, but they have failed. You know, again, 50 minutes till the closing bell. Maybe they, we get a run in the last 30 minutes of trading, but so far you're working on a piercing line. Or, I'm sorry, not a piercing line. The inverse, a dark cloud cover. Yeah, and no breakout yet. But that was the highest price we had seen since December 18th. So we did see the highest level of 2025 today, intraday, at the highs. Not now, not right now. But if it failed, you could see max downside to 19K, 18.9. But that's where you are. You're still maybe flagging, bull flagging, after completing this is a bearish butterfly. But we know the bearish butterfly could go to 1618. We can go up 20,500. ACHR. Oh God, I forgot about ACHR. Dude, this thing was nuts. Wow. Oh, I thought they were gonna fill the gap. What are they doing? How did they not fill the gap? 1040. I thought we were gonna hit it. Seems like we didn't. This one's crazy, right? How they held that demand line. BlackRock, $300 million offering at $8.50 below market price, and look at it just a few days later after they FOMO'd in, legit. It ran as high as 1183, which is a big deal. 1183 is what? Look left on ACHR. It's that wick high from December of 2020 and another one from February 2021. So yeah, they've tested it. That's nearing the highs of the new uptrend. Started with the Gartley type 2 return, is beautiful. But yeah, unfilled gap. So you'd think that would probably fill today, tomorrow, whenever. But still, long term, if they break 1183, there's just straight nothing. There's a gap fill at like 1482. There's a candle open reversal at 1750, 1859's all-time highs. This one's very interesting here. Aerospace and defense, coming off of one of the most incredible setups I've ever seen. Like, it was by far, quite possibly, the most legendary Gartley. You had Bitcoin's 2019, early 2019 Gartley, but it was different. It never had a type 2 return. It never had U-shaped volume. It never had divergence on the daily and the weekly at the same time. It was less of a slam dunk than this. And then look at all the volume that came in after the pattern. And yeah, it's beautiful. So, okay, I didn't mean to even, just my alert went off. Okay, they were getting back above 1073. They're trying anyway, which is another level from June of 2021. It's a swing high. Okay, IWM real quick, and then we'll move on. IWM still just below the key levels after testing and failing, but still trying to make higher lows. I mean, using a long-term uptrend right now. Yeah, there's probably someone's going to be like, it's a big old M or W-shaped pattern, 100% retrace. Okay, well, you're at the 886 right now from this high to low. And until you break 230, 234, kind of like looking at it cross-eyed. But if you ever break those levels, you got tons of upside. It's just you're not above them yet, and you've been testing and not been able to. But keep the higher lows coming, and eventually there will be an absorption of remaining supply at those levels. Demand will take it out, and we'll go higher. But until then, let's just keep paying attention to 230. Gold chat. What a king, man. Freaking king. Well, we've already hit the measured move of the diamond top continuation. We have not seen the golden mean ratio from the high point to low point of that structure with the 1.618, which that number is 2,952. We're not there yet. So that, I guess, is on deck, right? 2952. And if you break that, the only thing that's left, chat, is psychological levels. 3,000 would be your target above that 1618. That's it. A 2618 from that diamond would be 3,200. Okay, I get that. So there you go, man. Strong as F. Silver, very, very major development. Okay, breaking this level it's time to go to make new highs on silver. 35.41, 35.69 looms above this 32.50. They'd been testing it for a week, couldn't break it, but now they're breaking it today. So you are looking to resume the long-term uptrend. Very strong, chat. Silver on its way to way higher levels. All right. Just kind of going across the markets for you. Natural gas today blew up. My God, natural gas. Remember, the bottom's in. It's been in. Okay. Natural gas going to 460 soon. You're breaking major resistance. Target 460. Above that, $6. 630. So, nat gas, powerful stuff, man. So much demand, they can't even test the 200 now. And it's just running. It's cyclical, chat. It is cycles. Historical reversals over and over and over and over again. They did it again, man. What a spring back test. Come on. TA effing respected so effing hard on natural gas again. They did it here. We were here for it. September 2020, we had identified the spring back test, and they did it again in August. And now look what you're doing. You're breaking the 200-week simple moving average right now. And yeah, the sky is the limit, you would think. I mean, major resistance. I mean, I know you're going to have to go test 455 probably, but I'm thinking major 608 up there. Yeah. Look where they topped it out. Oh, look, it topped where it topped again. Look, it topped in 2000. It became a reversal. Yeah. See, these things, man, cycles. This is why it's cyclical. They hit these peaks. They normally reverse there. They do. They come down to the lows where they reverse, and then they end up reversing there again. But it takes a long time. It's the weekly. So beautiful spring back test. Please pay attention. That is your spring back test, one of your most powerful weapons in your armory. Okay, fighting orcs. Where's the hype? Oh, dude, the hype's gone, and it will not return for probably a while. So I hope, you can stick around and it's good. Okay, when hype goes away, that's when logic returns. That's when, oh, okay, the only way to make money is by identifying structural developments at key levels and understanding we don't know where an asset's going next. No more stupid Hawk Tuah crap. No more rug pulls. No.
Mitch, I don't think anyone is pricing in the 10-year breaking 5%. Like, why would it not happen? I don't think Elon can even stop it. Guh.
Thank you, dude. Did it break 5? It never really broke 5. I mean, it's up 1.61% today. Long-term uptrend for sure. Yeah, I mean, U.S. 10-year yields very elevated after 3 rate cuts. And I don't know how he's cutting again. I don't know how he can cut again. The index funds continue to run, right? All-time high. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so when cuts happen, yields should go down, bonds should go up. You would think that bonds would go up because we're cutting out all the government spending. You know, it's making it less likely that the U.S. is going to go bankrupt, probably. So, yeah, it's a weird market, man. Very, very weird. iRobot, how's it do? So, yeah, look, dude, this is what you're here for. I mean, Intel and iRobot, dude, iRobot is the dream of all dreams. Up 10.43%. Just forget about 10% today. This thing, like, you got, like, I mean, eventually 120 to 200+% upside on this thing. Composite operator, he's here. He's accumulating. He's conducting a buying campaign. He didn't give a crap about Bitcoin right now. He might be offloading Bitcoin for all we know because of Wyckoff distribution, the exact opposite of this structure. My God, man, doesn't this look a little bit like Bitcoin, chat? Flipped over? Isn't Bitcoin like right here? Oh, yeah, kind of a little bit. It looks definitely kind of like, you know, the big run up and then 3 months of, well, this has been, we're talking 10 months. We're talking 350, this is a year of accumulation now, a whole year. Yeah, so who cares about the ups and downs, whatever? The composite man showed his sign of strength here. So good, man. I'm telling you, like one day, like it's, you learn about technicals and you get experience and you look at it, you experience like many upon many cycles. And then it starts clicking, right? And then you start really like seeing, oh my God, like that right there is so subtle. Like barely anyone would get it or see it, but a 99% retrace where on the second test, the sellers can't test the same 2009 swing low that they did initially. That is crazy strong. That is like a signal to go long. Okay. Too much demand. So we're going. And they filled the gap today. That's official. Any pullback is a DCA situation. You dollar cost averaging on any pullbacks incrementally as much as you can, as long as you can, like the composite man. But eventually 1282, 14, they break 14. Good night. Intel. Woo, up 15% today. First target of the trade setup hit and just blasted through it. Second target of the trade setup, $29 on deck. Less than $2 away from target 2. Target 3 is up here. Okay. I would say not bad, man. Not bad. The inverse of
ideolated.
It's an antonym of ideolated. Okay, I'm looking for antonyms, please. Okay, thanks for not. Dang, dude, I can't find antonyms of ideolated. Okay, well, we're gonna have to make contributions to the internet because no one can do it. Wow. All right. The opposite of ideolated, okay? Exciting and brilliant and beautiful. Okay. It was pretty simple. I mean, it wasn't just pretty simple. It was the most bread and butter type of trade setup you could ever dreamed of. Look at it, man. Look how, like, simple it was. Okay? Simple. One low, second low, bunch of failures. Recapturing the key level in 1971. Bullish divergence on the oscillator. It was so clear, right? Sellers exhausted on a second attempt at a very real inflection point from history. Okay? That was it? Wow. It can't be that simple, can it? Yes, it can.
Halliburton.
There it is. 1 and going for 2 and then 3. And 4 be 42 probably. What's up, One Wheeler? Thank you for the 25. We'll look at Halliburton. Thank you, man. Halliburton. Sure thing, man. Intel, top gainer of my watch list. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we could do that request. Looking at Bitcoin at 94.2 above my head. It's always there, so you can see it, the action screen, because we all care about Bitcoin. We're all obsessed, right? My God, dude. Is that the only request? No? Yeah. I think so. Yeah. All right. Halliburton. Got wrecked. Has been getting wrecked for a while. But yeah, sellers starting to stall out for sure. Right, this big old ascending triangle resolved bearishly, right? They broke the demand line and then they bearishly back tested the demand line and the 200 moving average at the same time, the trend reversed. And now you're getting down. You're down at these very real levels now where history shows you what happens. It's a major battleground area. Big things happen here, as you can see. When it's resistance, very, very bad. Okay, so the line in the sand for anyone that would care about Halliburton, 2471. You wouldn't want to unblow there. But yeah, the seller exhaustion's getting pretty evident here, right? The shortening of thrust behavior, where you have a look at from this swing low to this low, 7.62% drawdown. Okay, but from this swing low to this swing low, is it 7.62%? No, it's 1.62% disparity in price. So when you get that, the waves down are weaker and weaker. That is, you're witnessing sellers continuing their attempt, but it's obviously there are not near enough of them like there were.
$49.99. Can you look at VFC? Been steadily moving up.
Claudia, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. We can certainly look at VFC. Okay, much love. So I bet you see in situations like this, you oftentimes get divergence, bullish divergence on the oscillators. Let's take a look. And there it is. Bullish divergence is very evident now at a key level. So you're starting to build an argument. So sellers exhausted, not just in price action, but the oscillators are telling you, yes, sellers just don't have the gas like they had. And impending price action reversal to the upside is implied here. Positive momentum is beginning to build. Bullish engulfing candle going for the highest daily candle close since January 27th. Okay, so this could usher in a reversal. But to the extent of the reversal, we don't really know, right? It could just be weak and make another lower high and roll over again. Typically what you want, yeah, you can long on the lower low, the lowest low. But a lot of times what I've learned from experience is they'll do runs and then they'll weaken and they'll sell off. And what you want is some sort of like, either the same low or a slightly higher low, and then you end up getting like triple bullish divergence. But when you get a swing low that looks like this, it is just more evidence, right? The momentum from the sellers is weakening. In fact, it might be shifting into the hands of the buyers. So it's a decent entry, divergence entry, but oftentimes what I've learned is off divergence, you get rallies, they're just not as well sustained, and then you pull back and then end up putting in higher lows eventually. And that's really where more market participants gain confidence to believe that things are reversing and more pronounced rallies are in store for us after things like this. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's interesting. I mean, you definitely have, right, a line in the sand for risk management, and you have divergence and edge that implies impending reversals coming. We just don't know to the degree of which it would run, right? Does that make sense? One Willer, thank you, dude. Halliburton. What's up, Zane? Thank you for watching, man. Really appreciate it.
The birdhouse tipped $25. A sweat should add to my position. Big things happening. W the tech here. Still holding from $3.03. Need bigger bag for moon. New data on chart. Please advise. Thank you, Mitch. Losers get wrecked.
Birdhouse, thanks so much, dude. You just double tip me, man. That's a double tip.
Tipped $25. A sweat should I add to my position. Big things happening. W the tech here. Still holding from $3.03. Need bigger bag for moon. New data on chart. Please advise.
Thank
you, Mitch. Losers get wrecked.
You did another one? It just showed 3 from you. I'm looking at my PayPal. I'm showing 3 contributions back to back to back right now. You said yes, yes. Double, not triple. Okay, because it's showing triple. That's wild. Thank you, dude, for the 50. So I'll Leroy Jenkins that, right? $50 Leroy Jenkins threshold. 3 times. So yeah, you did triple it. Thank you, dude. Holy crap.
Please clap.
Hi in the chat for Birdhouse. Let's freaking go. We will look at that. We will look at that. Okay. So I gotta post this real quick. Shorting of thrust, very interesting, right? I mean, like price action analysis, and then you throw in the oscillators and you throw in the key levels from history, and all starts congregating together, right, to give you a pretty good reading of what's happening. I love that. That's why I love charts, man. Identifying the psychology of buyers and sellers. All right, VFC for Claudio. VF Corporation. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. Descending Browning wedge breakout happened back in August, and they pulled back. I guess they back tested or got close enough to a back test in October, and the trend's reversed. Anything above 2258, spectacular. Wow, that thing is running, man. Yeah, above 2258 is a big, big deal. Look what normally happens. I mean, 33, 37, $40. These are some swing highs there, but straight up there, straight down. I mean, maybe you're gonna have to look at $32, $34, just like, from history, but maybe the big target on VFC, 45. Remember this? Oh my God, dude, how beautiful was that? What are the most? That was Thangorodrim. The Thangorodrim of Head and Shoulders. If you don't know what Thangorodrim is, what are you even doing here? So yeah, I would say above 2258 is phenomenal on VFC, and is very, very strong. Very strong. What's going on? Hidden bullish divergence. Impending price action continuation to the upside being implied right now. Very well developed. on VFC daily. And the RSI. RSI is also implying a bullish continuation. There it is. What you're doing, back in the bullish control zone, 62.2. A lot of upside potential before it becomes overbought. Yeah, good stuff happening on this one. Looks like a retest at least of the highest high of this new trend. And we could probably plot a channel here and get cute with it, but all right. Yeah, we looked at XRP already. Zatch. Okay. Next request, ASTS for Birdhouse. AST Space Mobile Connect. Well, you know, this one, I don't really, we're looking at holding from 303. Need a bigger bag for Moon. New data. When should you add? Dude, this is not a place to add, right? If you have $3 and you're $30, right? You'll wreck your cost basis. I mean, it's up 1,000% since your entry. So I'd be like, oh, how do I get my hands on iRobot? Or what was it yesterday? How do I get my hands on some Macau or MLCO? Like, you know, I know you want to add more, but it's tougher here. Like, you just don't have the value profile. You're hitting 1272 fib extensions. You're on that attempted rally that could fail and be confirmed high. And then what happens when it tops out? Oh, and then it, you know, does this. I mean, like, you just gotta know where we are, and you're on the attempted rally. You're on the XAB, the potential B to C wave right now, the small wave. So it ends up making a lower high or a slightly higher high, but your upside is pretty limited currently. Until you get, you know, they need to, if they're going to pull it back, they better defend. And then we start seeing some really nice consolidation. Like, you got to see something like that. For now, it's just a straight line up reaction off the 200 moving average that I don't think gives you much evidence that the upside's crazy good here. You're kind of exhausted. There's unfilled gaps. I think that gap's going to fill at 24.72. I mean, at this point, it's like, is 1,000% not good enough for you? I mean, to add more, maybe at 14.20 if you're lucky. Maybe $10. I know you need more, dude, but it's like you did it. You beat the game. And now you're at the casino, right? And you hit the jackpot and you're like, "You know what I'm going to do? I want to keep playing the game." What? You want to keep playing at the casino? You just hit the jackpot. 1,000% gains, and it's not good, man. There are groups for that, Birdhouse. Just kidding. All right, that was your last request, but whatever. These are the bad times, the hard times for the streamer. This is it, man. Like, we had some fun. You know, we had fun time at 108K, 106K, 109K. They were great, man. The viewership, the hype, everything was nuts. But, man, we get to levels like this, all these people start scamming and rug pulling, top signals, Wyckoff distribution. Oh, that's when it's like, well, now we're in the bad times. Now it's like crap. Not going to be fun for a while for the streamer. It's going to be business. It's going to be, hey, I'm here. We're looking for actual setups via the framework instead of pump streams, right? Which more people are into the pump streams and crazy psycho, oh my God, hey song, than they would be, hey dude, look at the M shape completing type 2 return on, or iRobot, Wyckoff accumulation. People don't care about that stuff as much. You can't make them. Oh, wow, dude, my God, this thing went nuts. Wow, look at that reaccumulation. Yiren Digital, I don't know. Wow, holy crap. I think it's a big resistance there at 750. They break that $10, then they break that. Oh my God. 1470. Bitcoin already red on the 4-hour. Get wrecked, everyone. Just looking at a couple gainers. I don't know. I've been looking. Oh my God, Micron's absolutely schizo. But I do like this. All of this right here. Look at these three lows. This is a higher low, 886 higher low. So it's running, hitting the 200 moving average. But then it's like, all right, now you have to make higher highs. You have to break 114 before we could get excited again. So it might just look at unfilled gaps. They could just be like buyer-inducing rally, trying to fake people out, and then they dump it again. Like, you just got to be cautious on this one. But I do like the higher low. That's little evidence of accumulation. But again, accumulation doesn't mean crap if you run up and you can't make higher highs than the previous discernible swing highs. Again, 113, 114. So, and then you got to fill the gap. So maybe it will be awesome on Micron. They hit the 200. We roll over, and then we fill these two gaps, and then we back test this level, and then we get a third valley, and then that's when I'd post a trade setup. If we get this on Micron, don't you see what would be going on? It'd be like a reaccumulation structure, proportionate, and then you'd fill the gaps. You'd get a perfect, like, right? We know this 95 level is not a joke. This is like really important, okay? No, and the thing is, it's so important that every single market participant that knows what they're doing in the world understands this level as being extremely real, okay? So what have they done? They just gapped it up above the level. So you know what they'll do. They want to check back and make sure if they did break it, that it's actually now support. They've done it recently. They did it in November and December. Shoot, dude, they did it in January. So you fill the gaps, you backtest the level successfully, and you end up putting in the third valley proportionate to the second and the first. So you have a Bulkowski structure, accumulation structure. You get the spring back test, so you're able to manage your risk optimally. You'd have a stop loss somewhere below 93.30, and you know your upside's probably 130 and beyond. So we have a really interesting development that, we don't know if this will happen. We just know we want this to happen if we want to take action on the asset. So that's what we would pray for on Micron. Pray for the gap fills. Okay. Donovan, yes, you do. So you can feel something. Dude, I feel something when I see stuff like this maybe setting up. It'd be great. iRobot options are so stupidly illiquid. I just bought a lot of spot on it. I just, what am I doing? I have to, all of them, even the, third week of the month for any expiration.
Look at the Voldemort chart on MooCoin Paprika on your own time. I know this stream isn't the right time or place yet. Slowly, steadily climbing the ranks, eventually top 100. No VC, no scamfluencers, just pure goodness.
Just Voldemort. I bet you money there's a Voldemort coin. If there's not, we should do a rug pull. Voldemort, Trump, Robotnik coin. Oh my God, chat. Do you hear me? Remember there's Sonic, Obama, Inu, Tin coin? Harry Potter coin? Now there's Voldemort, Trump, Robotnik, Tin, Nico coin. Here's your Voldemort coin for real. As ruggy as ever. But dude, it's up 21.5% today. There's a meme coin maxi. No, that's just called 80 IQ. Tiny Taco. 70 to 80 IQ is called meme coin maxi. Same thing. Synonymous. Okay, there you go, Lord Beerus. There you go, dude. Grab. Yeah, Grab's interesting because Grab had really nice range and then accumulation, and then it broke out, and then it put in a higher low. So much demand they couldn't even test 408. It's been up 7% today. This is transportation. I don't know. Probably could be a lot of upside. It's very interesting chart. I know some people in hedge fund group I'm in a group with hedge fund managers and stuff, and they brought this up and they liked it. So first I'd even heard about it a few days ago, and it's doing well. But that's a great. I mean, maybe I heard about it and looked at it recently before that. I don't know. I look at so many charts that I don't even know. Okay, yeah, now I don't have memory of this place. I look at them yeah, I've been here before, right? My drawings are here. Shake Shack up 6.66%. Man, what a trend, man. But remember how it started? Any remember Shack? Can we find it? Could we find it? I don't know if we could find it, man. Yeah, we could find it. Yeah. Yeah. How about this, man? Like, just, I mean, you see the harmonic framework, right? It's there. I mean, it's just, but dude, is that hindsight? You tell me, is that freaking hindsight? Shake Shack, chat. This was a February. This was
VRSC.
2 years ago.
Voldemort is just the name which stands in its place on this stream because I'm not trying to shill, but I also don't want to.
But you just shilled
to an actual Voldemort coin. Peace, Mitch.
Thank you. Well, you know, if you want it for real, remember this, like everyone else does. If you actually want it, thanks, dude. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago. February 2nd, 2023, the M-shaped Type 2 return was identified. It was $60. Well, guess what? It's $116 now. It doubled from the identification of Scott Carney's framework. How crazy, right? I mean, so we're just looking at it now because the trend's so good. And what they do, they came in that, wow, they tested that swing high from 2019 as support. The 200 moving average defended, and they're rallying it. Wow, it's so strong. What a trend. That's what these M-shapes do. They reverse trends. Crazy. So Hobbs watcher from Pakistan? Dang, dude. Didn't know we had viewers in Pakistan. Well, sorry from Pakistan. It sucks here too from Bitcoin. So globally, it sucks. Nike's up today, 6%. Nike, man. Good God. I mean, great. They unfilled gap, you know, like that gap will fill. I mean, probably nice. Like, here's a low, here's the slightly lower low. You're probably showing divergence on the RSI, but they're testing 77.40, which is a real level. I mean, above that could be awesome, but they could be checking back. Just a buyer-inducing rally. The issue with these is the trend's so bad and so well established as bearish that it's like, it's hard to, I mean, is there any accumulation signature on Nike? No. The only argument you'd have is, oh, well, sellers are exhausted. But sellers exhausted and downtrends, okay, so then there's little scrub rallies and then little gaps, and then they fill in the next few days, and you're back to business as usual, lower highs, lower lows after the oscillator reset. But yeah, I mean, for sure, from a low to a high, what are you doing? I mean, you're at an 88% retrace or lower, right? Low to high. My God, it's all 886s. One low, they might be lower low double bottoming at an 886. I mean, I'm not going to take it away from them. You're at levels now where it's like far too cheap to short the downtrend. It's too cheap, right? You don't want to be shorting ever when an asset's at an 88% retrace from a COVID crash low to its all-time high. You don't want to. But at the same time, the trend's so bad that it's not very great for a long either. But hey, you know, someone could use their imagination. They could be like Spielberg and be like, okay, it's a double bottom at an 886, but I don't trust the gap fill right. The gap at $73, and you are not breaking resistance. You're just at it. So, but above 77.24 could be $90. But man, momentum's in the hands of the sellers. Nike earnings, PTSD right there. Yeah, just collapsed. Yep, it's bad news, man.
You won't look at it, remember? Because it's not on TradingView and you'd need to use Coin Paprika charts. They have TradingView tools for it. If you'll look at it again, then I'll tip the required amount. Otherwise, I'll wait until you're ready.
Yeah, I'll just defer today. I don't think the world is ready for Lord Beerus coin yet. Okay. Not yet. Thanks, man. Dell, you're getting a Dell, dude. Wow, that $100. Wow. What's $100? A big deal, right? Or is it just psychological? Yeah, I guess psychological. That's wild. So it could be like a mega confirmation low. Yeah, but again, the issue is you're below the 200 moving average. You're not making higher highs yet. You're just making lower lows locally. I don't even think you made an 88% retrace yet. It's still a little early to trust it. Yeah, not quite an 886. 786. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is just based on Nvidia. See, like Nvidia, they filled the gap, I think, today. I haven't even looked at it. I just saw the price. Yeah, they filled the gap officially. Jesus chimes, but okay, this is what I'm talking about, man. You got to be really careful here. People, their guard's gonna get put down right here. Okay, it's gonna be like Star Wars. Obi-Wan goes back and boom, like he's pulling the lever, the tractor beam lever. So people are like, all right, time to get back in Nvidia. But it's like, dude, now you got to be really careful because what have they done? They have filled the gap that was unfilled. Okay, gaps filled. This could very well be a buyer-inducing rally, liquidity grab. What are they doing? Not just filling the gap and reversing immediately. They're also rejecting that June of 2024 high, that resistance, big deal. They're also, right now, do I need to even plot it? Okay, 1, 2. Possibly 3. Talking about potential classic distribution going on locally up here. This is, if you were long at 118, this is where you're taking profit. You're probably exiting because it's too uncertain. Could very well be very bad. Okay, so almost a bearish back test, the rising wedge. Anything, you would probably want something like this to happen, okay? For confirmation, you want to see, a higher low, a perfect back test to 118, not violation. It'd be like a spring back test to spring. This, if we sell off, this is what you want to see. If you want to, the Momo shift, the buyers, okay, we're gonna pump, man. But like for now, that's probably it. Yeah, I mean, I could very well be off here, but that's what they were doing, filling it. Now they're rejecting resistance as resistance, and this is coming off of how many days in a row? Green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row of green candles. And here's the thing, right? What if they start topping it out here? If they do, which they may not, right? Whatever, number go up. You have a high on price. You are currently making a lower high on price with higher levels of positive momentum. So you are working on developing hidden bearish divergence, which would imply a continuation to the downside. I mean, this is almost where, for real, you can get...
Mitch, I hope you'll remember these days as fondly as I do. Soon DM.
Thank you, man. Oh, I remember days like this. Bitcoin 93.8, Hawk Tuba Girl, Eric Trump, Melee, creating scams. Everyone's scamming, dude. Okay, but here we are, 100% crowdsourced, not creating scam coins, just doing traditional technical analysis like we've been doing for over 7 years now. All right, I'm trying to be a rock in the river. Hey, we know what the rock's going to do. The rock's just going to sit there and do the same thing. Okay, we don't want any BitBoy crazy meltdowns. No meltdowns here, man. Let's just stick to the charts, make our money, identify the composite operators, accumulations, buying campaign, try to ride his coattails like we've been doing. Okay, so someone, they could, you might get stopped out tomorrow, right? But they could have a short and on this, and I wouldn't shorting Nvidia, man, the best money making machine on the planet, dude. It's wow. But I'm just talking about, say it's not Nvidia, it's just some other random asset like the third peak. That's your line in the sand, to not own Nvidia, and that's the line in the sand. If you were going to short it, and then your stop loss at 144 and let this thing ride and see where it takes you. But again, I think it might be a little early for that. But that I'm just saying, someone could articulate a short argument better than a long argument here. That's what I meant. Okay. It's Grub, man. What's up, dude? Win college football, please God. Got to do a basketball, which is, cool. Auburn's so good, man. Oh, it's ridiculous. So good. Tyler Bueno, your first time for real, dude? How did you find the stream, man? Like, tell me if you're new, like how did you find it today? I'm so sore. No, I don't think the melee was malicious. I think he's trying to experiment with putting all the government's like books on the blockchain, and apparently it didn't go right because, again, hi, I'm gonna take the One Ring, and I have great intentions to use the One Ring and its power to do things good, but it can't play out that way. It must be destroyed. It must not ever be created. That's the issue. That's what a meme coin, scam coin, crypto coin created with no intrinsic value is. It is the One Ring. The power cannot be wielded by us mortals. Excuse me. Dennis found the stream during the hype. Yeah, man, you're around for the chop. Thank you for sticking around, dude. Tell her you said you got done watching that guy and you like watching macro analysis on Bitcoin. Hate meme coins. Yeah, who doesn't hate meme coins? I hate meme coins too. They're jokes. It's like so stupid and like brainless. It's like, okay, if you're gonna grift, I liked the NFT grift scam. It wasn't even a scam. It was just legit. Yeah, it's virtual art and like there's no value behind it. But hey, it was fun because we utilized it purely like the NFT creators would have envisioned it, where it encapsulated our own culture. I'm 100% crowdsourced stream. So all I did was, Chalen, I would have a vision, and my graphics guy who I pay already, he would create NFTs for me the way I envisioned it. And it would have everything to do with our community and charts and trading. And instead of just tipping me $100 or $20 here and there on stream, you could buy an NFT and you could have a collectible of my NFTs, which is cool because you're getting more out of it than just tipping me. So to me, it was wonderful. NFTs were the best thing ever created on Ethereum's platform by far. And then it died, of course. And then meme coins, the Zoomers, really started like getting involved with crypto, and that shows like it's just brain dead. Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna create a scam and nothing. It's just slop. Kyle, that's good to know, man. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you've subscribed. Hopefully I've earned your sub. I do try to put in the max effort, when I stream, I understand people have a limited amount of time, and I try to definitely keep that in mind. I'd be really careful on NVIDIA right now. I mean, that run-up was to fill the gap. That run-up was to go formally back test the old high from June 20th as resistance. Maybe, look, dude, that an argument's invalid if tomorrow, in the next few days, we're just pumping above 148 and we're going in. It's like, dang, man, I guess it was just so strong. That was it. That was your pullback. But dang, I mean, they're not making higher highs yet. They're not above 140.75 yet. Not above 148 yet. So until then, let's stay patient and wait. NVIDIA is flat on the day. It's up 0.02%. Thank you for the sub, Kyle. What do you mean, Alec? I don't understand what you mean. What about it? Composite man. There's no composite man here. Composite rug pull. Well, this was proven to be a scam, right? It wasn't the guy like convicted of fraud, like the CEO or something. It's up 40% today. Who cares? It'll be down 25, 30% tomorrow. Like, it's just going to do the same thing. Look, man, okay. Look, Nikola, September. Look, it went up 44% in 5 days. Crashed. Look, it went up 50% in 8 days and crashed. Look, man, look. It went up 69% in 4 days, then it dumped to the same low. It's going to do the same thing, man. Like any pump's going to just get sold into, faded. I would be really careful. I don't, Yeah, this truck crashed out 76 cents. Probably overvalued. Anyway, so we've been live now, hour and 30 minutes. You know, I've been live. I was here early. I just wanted to come by and talk to you about, you know, Bitcoin. Some of these stocks too. Wow. Stock market, some individual assets doing phenomenally. Excited to see iRobot, what happens the next year. That composite operator, buying campaign for an entire year now. And now we're seeing some of the most powerful technical indicators you could ever dream of on a chart. I can't wait to see this thing go up, double in value. But again, you got to give me a year, maybe 6 months to a year to 18 months. You don't know how long it'll take, but I'm excited. It's a good start. And if we get a third valley, it'd be even crazier. It's a DCA situation. If we get any pullbacks in iRobot, it'd be, just incremental bids on the way down. So, but on Bitcoin, you're going for your lowest daily candle close since January 9th. But hey, man, they might rally it. You know, we got 2 minutes till the closing bell on Wall Street. So we'll stick around for that. And Bitcoin going into the stock market's close is it's green on the 4 hour. It's well off the lows. We're not well off the lows. Well, it's not green anymore. Well, that's green now, but it's not green now. Off the lows by 0.72%. But yeah, man, you just think where we are, why not a little bit lower to go test the levels that make all the sense in the world to be tested as they've tested and tested since mid-November. I mean, I wouldn't be shorting Nikola, dude. I would be doing nothing. I would forget it exists. That's what I would do. It's too destroyed to get wrecked. I mean, it can go down 76 more cents, but dude, there are probably better times. Yeah, you could just short it being up 40% today. Whatever. Casino. Let's go to the casino, dude. Hold on a sec. What was the shoot? Moo versus Bobo. Thanks for the 600 people here. Early stream, man. Moo versus Bobo. New thumbnail. Yeah, so I would think. Here's your problem, man. Look at this chat. Bitcoin's daily relative strength index. What has happened? Very bad. Bitcoin's relative strength index has fallen below the thresholds of the bearish control zone, fallen into the bearish control zone threshold for the first time since September 8th. That's today. First time in 163 days have we seen this happen. Not good. That's not where you want to be. Maybe it's all a bad dream. I hope so. But yeah, it's just something that happened. It's an observation I'm making and articulating to you. And it's evident. It's real. It's happening. Not yesterday. Not in early January. Not in October. But in September. Remember, Bitcoin was in the 60K level back here. 50s and 60Ks. But we're okay, man. We're okay. We're fine like a fruit fly. We're not even fruit fly status till we touch the bottom of the range again. Yeah, you're still okay till you're seeing 91.6, 90,000, 750. That's the bottom of the range, and you still got, you can't even believe it. You still, from where you are right now, you got another 2.86 to 4% downside before you even see the bottom of the range. So there could still be a lot of downside on Bitcoin, or at least a decent amount. 3 to 4% downside for that range bottom. But yeah, you're not there yet. So maybe it's just more of the same chop you're getting. They'll rally it. They give you another buyer-inducing rally. Gets up to 97.1, makes another lower high, and rolls over again. And it's like another 2 weeks of this crap. Could be. It's choppy as F, man. Very, very choppy. All right. Well, thank you for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Stock market's closed. S&P 500 hit an all-time high today by 1 cent, and that's it. Gold getting real close to all-time highs. Could be doing it by the day's end. Got less than an hour till the gold price. I mean, the daily close on gold, 56 minutes. Poised for all-time highs. Going for the highest daily candle close ever. But we'll see. All right. Stock market's closed. Bitcoin starting to rally. It was Wall Street suppressing it. So, hey, you're okay, man. It was all a bad dream. Nah, we're still in purgatory, right? So until next time, respect the T. Hey.
Tablets und evakuieren den Flugmodus. Geräte, die Sie nicht vernommen haben, unter anderem auch Ihr Laptop, schalten Sie nun vollständig aus. Diese nutzen Sie erst dann wieder im Flugmodus, wenn die kleinen Anschnallzeichen über Ihnen ausgeschaltet wurden.
future.